Peace and greetings, Grand Rising. How is everybody doing on this beautiful Tuesday? So I want to talk about this week's energy and spiritual days. So today is Tuesday. Tuesday is ruled by the planet Mars. So Mars is currently in the sign of Virgo. Now, Mars as a planet is a hot planet. And Mars is the energy of war, aggression. It's about taking action. Mars is about starting new projects and getting things done. So Mars can have a bit of a hostile energy. But in the sign of Virgo, Mars action is about dealing with being precise. There's a certain amount of precision that Virgo has. If you know a Virgo, then you know what I'm talking about, okay? So Virgo in the astrological wheel of life rules the 6th house. The 6th house deals with our health, and it deals with how we are in service to others, and it deals with work, okay? So there may be some actions and some things that we need to take and deal with that are concerning those areas of life. Now, currently, the moon is in the sign of Pisces, and Pisces is in opposition to Virgo. Now, the moon deals with emotions. It deals with why we do what we do, okay? So it deals with the underside of things. Also, oftentimes the things that we don't see, right? The subconscious mind as well, the moon deals with. So there may be some things that are connected to our emotions, that are connected to our subconscious mind, that we may need to heal and we may need to take action on, okay? Now, Virgo rules the stomach and the intestines. So Virgo also deals with purification, right? And taking what is useful, analyzing it, taking what is useful, and then discarding what the waste, and discarding what is no longer useful. So this is a time where we need to take action in healing ourselves by addressing emotions and subconscious beliefs. We need to first analyze those things, feel those things, dealing with the mood, and then discard and purify what no longer serves us. This is a good time if you need to do spiritual cleansings, okay? Whether you're going to be doing baths, whether you're going to be doing cleansing rituals, whether you're going to be doing candle working with herbs, whether you're going to be doing other methods of cleansing. You may even want to do some detoxing during this time, physical detoxing, fasting, okay, to help the body purge and release things that no longer serve us. This would be a good time for meditation, a good time for Reiki as well, to support the work of releasing what no longer serves us. Now, some of these things, some of these emotions, stagnant emotions, old emotions, some of these belief systems, we may have brought them in with us from a previous lifetime, because Mars in Virgo is conjunct the South Node in Virgo. Now, the South Node in astrology is a little bit karmic, and it deals with our past lives and the energy of things that we brought with us, lessons and things that we agreed to work on, or leftover things that we brought with us that we agreed to work on in this lifetime. And it could be, oftentimes the South Node is a little bit more karmic. It deals a little bit more with the negative things. So sometimes these belief systems, the subconscious things, these emotions are connected to things from previous lifetimes, and it can make it more difficult. It could be something like a pattern, basically, like a karmic pattern that you've noticed in your life, that you've repeated, a negative karmic pattern in your life. Now, we understand that everything begins with our subconscious mind, our thoughts, right? And not just because the conscious mind only controls 10% of our mind and 10% of what we're manifesting. What's really going on is on a subconscious level, and what's going on us with emotional level. Now, emotions is energy in motion, right? So what we emote, what we think, we create, right? So in order to create something new, we have to purge and release those subconscious patterns that we have been dealing with. These could be family things as well, right? So this is going to be a good time to deal with that. And the moon is also waning. So that means the moon is getting smaller. Wonderful time for releasing again under that Piscean energy. Pisces is also about endings. It's the sign that deals with death. So it's about endings. It's about clearing those things away. Okay. So you want to focus on that. I know the other day I pulled a card for the collective and I got the resistance card. Okay. A lot of the resistance that we're experiencing in our life, resistance to manifesting things, resistance in different areas, whether it could be your finances, your career, whether it could be in your relationships, love or family or any type of relationship, wherever resistance is appearing in your life at this time, the root of it is here. And the resolution for it is here. A lot of people that I meet spend a lot of time doing a lot of surface level work, a lot of guesswork. And that type of work is like putting a patch on a leaky roof that really needs a new roof, right? So it'll work for some time. It'll give you a little bit of a result and then it'll revert and the hole comes back in and all the water comes back through. The roof breaks again, right? So it needs to be overhauled, okay? Remember, I told you these past couple of years, it's been really important to focus on doing our deep karmic work. When I say karmic work, the work that we agreed to do on a soul level when we came into this lifetime. Some people shy away from doing their work. Some people avoid it. Some people, just like they don't do the things that they should do at work. As far as the spiritual work that we do, a lot of times people don't want to do it because it's difficult. It's not fun. It's not, the trendy thing to do. Spirituality is trending, but it's more of the surface level things. Let's meditate. Let's play with crystals. Let's play with the Ouija board and tarot and sing Kumbaya and, and all that's great. Okay. And it has its place, but the real work comes when you dive in deep, okay? So this message is about diving in deep to do that work because we're laying the foundation for the next 20, 30 years in our lives, okay? This is really important, the work that we're doing over the next 3 years, I would say, or really over the last 6 years collectively, but the next 3 years is going to be, the foundation has been laid the past 3 years, and then the past 3 years and the next 3 years is going to be like putting the roof on it, putting the walls on it, right? But you can't build nothing if you don't got a sturdy foundation. And some of you are building things on a foundation that is not sturdy. Okay, Virgo doesn't support that. Virgo is meticulous. It is exacting, okay? And it's earth. So it's a solid foundation that we must build. In order to build on a solid foundation, you've got to clear the land first. You got to break ground, okay? That's the energy of going in and clearing out and purging and reprogramming all this stuff. Now, coming on Friday, we're going to have the summer solstice. Now, the word solstice comes from the two words sol, which means sun, and sistri, which means to stand still. So on that day, the sun's at its northernmost place in alignment with the galactic center, right? So this is a great time for us to realign ourselves, right? Realign ourselves with the energy that after we've purged and released, to realign ourselves with this higher vibration. Now, the sun will be in 0 degrees Cancer. And so it's going to be conjunct Jupiter, which has also moved into Cancer. So this is going to be very good energy because Jupiter, whatever Jupiter touches, it expands it, right? It increases it. It adds to it. Because Jupiter is about good luck, good fortune, expansion, growth, right? Justice as well. So with the energy of Cancer, Cancer rules the 4th house. That deals with our home, that deals with our roots, and our family, okay? So this is going to be a really good time. I'm going to be doing a ritual with Yemaya and with Oshun. For me, Cancer season, this time of the year, and Cancer energy is very Yemaya. energy, very madre agua type of energy, because what? Cancer is ruled by the moon, and Yamanya rules the moon. She's connected to the moon. Now, this solstice is going to be on a Friday. That's the day of Venus, and for me, that's an Oshun day. So call on these very powerful Orishas on this day to help us align with the frequency of this year, basically, of the rest of this year, the next 6 months. It's going to be very fortuitous, okay? So solstices, anytime that you do rituals or energy work on these solstices and equinoxes, just think of it as a portal that has opened. And when you work within a portal, the energy is amplified. So your rituals are amplified. This is why I choose to do rituals on these days, because the energy is going to be more powerful when you tap into whatever energy is present, right? So this is a very feminine energy, very powerful moon for women to work with. You want to do your love spells. You want to do your prosperity spells. You want to do your healing rituals, right? Rituals about emotional happiness and healing. Very powerful time to align with this frequency and with this energy, okay? So enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.